Hi everyone, my name is Devon McCauley, and this is my creative project for geology. So I decided to do an ABC book because actually I'm starting to be a teacher. And I thought this would be a really fun way to teach geology to my kids. So yeah, this book is actually very long. So I'm only gonna do 10 of the slides, and then I'll post the rest of it on the Canvas page. And if you guys want to look at it, feel free to. And so yeah, let's get into the reading. A is for aftershock. When a smaller earthquake comes after a larger one around the same area, it is called an aftershock. An aftershock mostly occurs on the same fault line as the main shock. Geologists think that aftershocks are triggered by the main shock. When the stress caused by the main shock is so great, it sometimes triggers aftershocks on nearby fault lines. Scientists say that aftershocks follow patterns usually decreasing in numbers and magnitude over time. Usually, aftershocks are too small to cause much damage, though if the main shock was large enough, the aftershock might be powerful enough to cause additional damage and casualties. So below right here is a chart of the time distribution of the earthquake in the aftershock sequence in the New Zealand earthquake on February 11th, 2011. The earthquake was a 6.3 and it killed 185 people. More than 361 aftershocks occurred in the first week after the main earthquake, which I thought was just mind-boggling. I didn't know so many aftershocks could happen. Off and on, aftershocks happened until January 15th, 2012. So almost a year later. So I thought this was a really interesting one to do, but what was really sad actually about this one area in New Zealand, I forget what it was called, they actually had a really bad earthquake the year before in 2010, and they were still like very devastated from that earthquake and rebuilding during that time. And so for another big earthquake to hit them, it was really bad. C is for calcite. Calcite is actually one of my favorite minerals that we talked about during this class. Calcite is a mineral consisting of calcium carbonate. It is a major part of sedimentary rocks such as limestone, marble, and chalk. It can occur in crystalline forms such as Iceland spar, and calcite can also be deposited in caves to form stalagmites hanging from the roofs and stalagmites rising from the floor of the cave. Calcite is used to make things like concrete and cement. So like I said before, this is actually calcite. I don't know if you would call these drips or crystals. I don't know. And they're actually rising through the floor and from the ceiling. So this is what is a stalagmite. And then this is stalactites rising from the ceiling, falling from the ceiling, hanging from the ceiling, and then rising from the floor. And then this is a crystallized calcite. I don't know if this is an Iceland spar. I couldn't figure out which one this one is, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, and now D is for Devonian. Devonian is a geologic period of the Paleozoic era. The first big sign of life on dry land was during this time. Free-sprouting vascular plants began to spread their seed across the land. It is known of the age of the fishes because many kinds of fishes were created then. The period and I were both named after Devonshire, a part of England. So it's actually really funny when I was learning about this Devonian period was my mom used to call me fish or mermaid when I was a little girl because I loved the water. Like I would be in the water 24/7. And so it's actually really funny that I named myself, my parents named me Devon, Devonshire after England, which was also the time period was named after Devonshire due to the rocks that were formed in Devonshire, England. So I thought that was pretty interesting when I was researching for this project. The next one I am going to talk about is H is for hot spot. A hot spot is a region deep within the Earth's mantle from which heat rises through the process of convection. The heat facilitates the melting of the rock. The melted rock, known as magma, often pushes through the cracks in the crust to form volcanoes. The oldest volcano structure is made by the Argo hotspots, which are 120 million years old. Wow, that's really old. I mean, I'm also going to do I is for igneous rock. Igneous rock is formed when magma, aka molten rock, cools and crystallizes. This can happen either at volcanoes on the surface of the Earth or while the melted rock is still inside the crust. There are two main categories of igneous rock. Extrusive rock is when it erupts onto the surface, cooling quickly to form small crystals. Intrusive igneous rock is crystallized below the Earth's surface and quickly cools more slowly, leading to larger crystals. So this is intrusive and extrusive. J is for Jurassic. The second segment of the Mesozoic era was the Jurassic period. It occurred from 201.3 million years ago to 145 million years ago. During this time period, many life forms expanded. Plants, mammals, marine animals, and birds changed a lot during this time. However, the biggest thing during this period was the dinosaurs. They became capable of laying eggs that could keep the developing baby moist and nourished during the pregnancy. This created the first fully terrestrial animal life cycle. Many people think that the Jurassic period is when most dinosaurs existed because that they know that Jurassic Park movies. But actually, most of the dinosaurs didn't get started into the third segment of the Mesozoic era, the Cretaceous period. So as you can see, I found this actually really cool chart in this book I had at home from actually a museum about dinosaurs that I went to. And I forget what the first period was of the Mesozoic era, but as you can see, there was only like 4 or 5 types of dinosaurs evolved during that time. And then here is the Jurassic period right here. And there was only around 5 types of dinosaurs. But then again, birds were during this time as well, and birds are a type of dinosaur. But as you can see, the Cretaceous period, all these 2 periods right here, is really when they started getting more and more involved. And I think the reason Spielberg chose Jurassic Park instead of Cretaceous Park is because it sounds a little better. I mean, I don't blame him, but it's not fact, Located under the Earth's surface, M is for magma. Located under the Earth's surface is extremely hot liquid and semi-liquid rock that is called magma. Magma can push through the holes or cracks in the Earth's crust. Then it causes a volcanic eruption. Magma is called lava when it flows or erupts onto the Earth's surfaces. Magma is a mixture of minerals. Basalt, andesitic, and rhyolitic are 3 basic types of magma. N is for native metal. Native metals describe metals that are found pure in the metallic form in nature. They can either be used as an alloy or in its pure form. Pure metals have not been mixed with other metallic elements. Copper is an example of this. An alloy is a mixture containing 2 or more metallic elements. An example of this is stainless steel. There is a long list of metals that can occur in native deposits, however. Only a few can withstand the natural process of weathering and oxidation. Gold, silver, and platinum are the least reactive of the native metals, meaning they are likely to be found in larger native deposits. So as you can see, this is silver, and then this is gold. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And then this is platinum. I don't know if this is called a nugget of platinum, but maybe, I don't know. Because I know gold is called a nugget, so I don't know if platinum is also a nugget. Then we're gonna do quartz. Quartz is composed of 2 parts silicon and 1 part oxygen. On Earth, quartz is the most powerful and widely distributed mineral. Quartz is found almost everywhere in the world and can form at many temperatures. It is found in igneous rock, metamorphic rock, and sedimentary rock. It is highly resistant to both mechanical and chemical weathering, which is why it is the superior mineral on mountaintops and the primary component of beaches, rivers, and desert sand. So you can see right here, this is the crystallized version of quartz. And then this is the countertops of quartz. And I just think that is beautiful right there. And then the last topic we are going to talk about is Yosemite. Yosemite National Park is a great place to see many geologic activities. El Capitan is a granite rock formation located on the north side of Yosemite Valley. It is about 3,000 feet from the base to the summit and was formed about 1 mile by glacier wearing away of the materials that used to surround it. Half Dome, another famous feature, was originally formed as an underground magma chamber. It was later uplifted, then erosion made it round and a glacier slide away material to create the sheer western face, hence the name. 2 really quick little facts is, I don't know if anyone has ever been to Half Dome, but I've been, and it's beautiful. And my mom, I don't know if you guys done. So there's 2 parts. There's the part to the switchbacks, which is the big mountain part where you climb to the top of the rock, and then the hike part of it. And so I've only done part of the hike. I haven't done all of the hike, but my mom has actually hiked to the top of this point right here. She's been up there. And I don't know if anyone has seen what it looks like, but there are literally stairs on the side of the mountain that people climb up, and they're called switchbacks. And you're literally climbing up the side of this mountain, and you're holding onto these metal poles, and you're climbing up the mountain like kind of sideways. So scary. I would never be able to do it. I mean, it's one of my goals to do, but I don't know. I'm definitely scared of heights, so I don't know about that. But then another cool thing is, when I went to Yosemite in 4th grade, I was having a tour, and El Capitan was one of the last things we saw when we were touring the valley. And the tour guide actually told us that the Beatles, when they first came on their first tour to America, they saw El Capitan, and they saw this heart in the side of the mountain right here. And there's one kind of right here, and then one kind of here. And that is what inspired the song All You Need Is Love. So I thought that was a kind of cool story. And anytime I bring someone to Yosemite, or like my family come visit me and we go there, I always tell them that story. I don't know if it's true, but I think it's a pretty cool story. Anyway, so this was my project. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like I said, I will be posting the whole PowerPoint on the website. And yeah, thank you. Have a good day.